halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. For years, this matchup, the Chiefs and 49ers, would have been known as the Joe Montana game. These being the two teams that Montana played for in his Hall of Fame career. But now, of course, it's a Super Bowl rematch. Super Bowl 54 in Miami. That game won by the Chiefs 31-20 with that furious fourth-quarter comeback to win their second Lombardi trophy. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes caught. Kelsey left side.
On the move past the 40.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Now Lance.
And he will find his man Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Lance now on 1st down.
Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Niners at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. On first down. This is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
Able to complete this one to McLeod.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off and on comes Robbie Gould.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So a long drive, 11 plays all told, but in the end, they come away with nothing.
And what can you do from an offensive standpoint except pat your kicker on the head and say, get them next time?
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey from 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Lance looking to throw it.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They go play fake. Mahomes on the move to his left.
That pass complete to Moore.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to look deep for more.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a draw play to McCaffrey, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance.
Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Niners are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He's got the connection to Moore.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Mahomes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Handoff up the middle, Hunt.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Hunt will try going up the middle.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll get this to the 32.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Able to get away. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
The Lance going to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the 39, Lance. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
And Lance now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he fends him off. Escaping, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Wide second down, right back to Hunt.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now that play stopped by Drake Jackson.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were a way to close them out.